Hold on. Let me take a sip. I'm shocked.
And it's time. Hey, not bad for us for, taking a whole 40 minutes to get to where we needed to be to start the day.
Yeah, before, that was not even including my commute here.
Right? That was a 40 minutes before that. I was
Yes.
like, let me know when you're on the road.
Yeah, I've determined I can't leave my house prior to 5:30.
Yeah.
It just doesn't happen. No
that's
matter what
fair.
I do, whether I wake up at 4:30 or I wake up at 5:15, I cannot leave the house before 5:30.
Something gets in the way. I understand this.
So I will get here exactly at 6:07.
Perfect.
Perfect.
And that's where we're going to start our day. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
First shot morning show. I'm almost done with my latte.
It's Wednesday, right? Did we talk about that? Did I say that already?
Well, this is we're just getting back into the swing of
Yeah.
things. It is season 3, so we're hoping for the best for us.
It's like we know what we're doing, but we don't at the same time.
We're not in a schedule. It's not a routine yet again. So we'll get there.
That's exactly what it is.
Mm-hmm. So how was your week so far? You're halfway through. You're back in the saddle.
Yeah, it's the week back to work where I don't have a vacation planned.
Yeah.
So it's a little brutal. I also have a lot of meetings this week. We're switching over some programs to new programs, new software, rollouts and reviews and, that kind of a
so
thing.
it's like my every single day. Oh, what's new? What fresh hell awaits me today?
Just
Let's
a
do
little
this.
bit. But,
Yes.
we also get new stuff in, which is really exciting. The whole store is like pink and blue and green. It's fun.
All right, very
Colorful.
springy.
It's very springy. Yeah, I walk into just an onslaught of rainbow.
Yeah.
But it's pretty. And
That's
the customers
visually
like it.
stimulating.
Yeah,
so
very
you're good to
visually
go.
stimulating. Yeah. For those who don't remember, I work in retail for my day job. That's what we're talking about. Lots of spring and summer clothing.
I do not work in retail.
Yeah. How was your week going? How was your gig last night?
Well, do you want me to get into the weird conversation that happened last night? Because it was just awkward.
Yeah, I do actually. So we talked a little bit about this earlier just to catch up.
Yeah.
I'm fascinated by this whole situation.
So
I'm going to sip my coffee. You're going to tell me.
Yeah. So there's a podcast that I produce, and one of the women happened to be in the area of one of my gigs last night. And she had texted me, hey, I'm going to be in their area. We're going to have so much fun. I'll be there. I'm like, great. So I walk in. The place is bopping, and I'm so excited that it's
Were
busy.
you aware she was dating somebody?
No.
So you had no idea she was going to
No.
bring a date to this
Because
situation.
let's rewind a hot second. The guy she was dating, the reason why she is in my life was the former owner of a radio station I worked at. So,
she was dating him. Mm-hmm. Got it.
So now I don't keep up with their dating life.
So they ended, and you had no idea she was going to show. What? First of all, did you think she was going to show up with him?
The guy that she showed up with?
No, the old studio owner.
No. God, no. I knew that was long over. That guy has I don't even know. He can't even function in real life. So
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay, so we knew that relationship ended. We didn't know a new relationship had begun.
Well, I think that they're just daters. Like she's in that age, that bracket of life where they're like, I'll go out on dates every single week. I didn't know that it was like this one is a fairly regular new human. So I was like, okay, cool. Walk into the bar. It's so full. But I had one of my regulars for trivia there, and she looked like she had seen a ghost. And I'm like, what? What's going on? And she's like, oh, apparently my ex is going to be here. Well, my soon-to-be ex, so let me know that they're not actually even divorced, is going to be here with someone that is a friend of mine. And I'm thinking to myself, the only one that I know is the podcast, my podcast girl, and it was her.
Oh, my God.
And I said to her, do you know that his ex-wife is here? Oh, no, she's not here. Okay.
You just walked back. You just backed right out.
Absolutely. I'm not going to start that.
You didn't warn a girl?
What is that? No, what am I going to say to her?
Just so you're aware, the ex-wife is here. I'm a little bit in the middle. I just want you to have the information so you can do what you will.
Listen, I'm at work. That is not my job.
Okay, fair.
And also, we're not like besties.
Yeah.
But
I
she's
love
my
that.
client.
You tried. Are you? Do you think the ex-wife will be there? No way. Okay, I tried.
All right.
That was the end of it.
It wasn't like a let's talk about this here at this very, very busy restaurant while I'm trying to set up for trivia. I was just kind of like, are you aware? Oh, no. Okay.
Okay, but they could be long time separated.
Yes, they are. But the weird part was the other woman, the woman who's currently getting a divorce, was with his mother. I forgot to add that little nugget in there.
So you're telling me the ex-wife and the mother-in-law are sitting at the bar just trying to have a Tuesday night out, enjoy their lives.
Yep, they're my regulars for trivia. They never miss.
And then a literal colleague, if it's a podcaster, it's a colleague,
she's a client.
Yeah, she's a client of yours, walks in with her quote-unquote new boyfriend.
Yep. The ex. So they both sat, it's an L-shaped bar. They were on either side of the L. It was so weird. I felt like I was watching a tennis match because the bathroom was in between. Like there shall be a place in between.
All I'm hearing from this, honestly, is that it just does not end on Cape Cod.
Right.
Like this is a little bit of like when you walk in, especially at my age, 20s, late 20s, early 30s, whatever. You walk into a bar you probably are too old to be in anyway at this point, and everybody has already dated each other and
this is
figured
Cape
it
Cod
out.
Winter. If you live in a small area, you know. I mean, even if you lived in Boston, it's
you
just
get married
determined.
and then it still doesn't end.
Correct. That's what you should get for the takeaway for this conversation.
Is my takeaway like move off Cape Cod? Because I don't really want to do that.
I don't think so. I think any dating pool is going to be sullied no matter where it is that you live. If you live in an area of proximity, like I said, even if you went into Boston, you kind of have the things that you like.
If I go into Boston, I'm going to find the same Cape Cod losers up there too.
Exactly.
Sorry, I didn't mean to like shred my own demographic. Sorry.
And that's where we begin our Wednesday episode. It is Weird News Wednesday.
That is such a classic Cape Cod.
It really is. It is Cape Cod in the winter. So careful where your dating pool is situationed. And of course, bottom line is I probably know them all. So don't ask me about things.
That is you're such a good, I can vet anybody, literally anybody that I potentially might have a thing for.
It is also true.
I'm going to vet with you.
Yeah.
It's great. I love that.
Run it up the flagpole.
Yeah,
I'll let you know.
What do we know here? No. All right. Should we get into what's roasting?
Absolutely. Let's
we
get
didn't
into
say
what's
that
roasting.
last episode, and I felt
We're
bad.
getting back into the swing of things.
It took us a minute. All right, we're getting into
I felt
what's
bad.
I did. People ask for it.
We did not identify our segments. I think you'll live.
Yeah.
Are you going to start?
Sure. Gwyneth Paltrow.
Is she relevant? Is she relatable?
Why does she keep showing up at the news lately? First it was because she wasn't eating, and now it's because she's in court. I think this is a great example, though, of somebody trying to take advantage of a celebrity, because there's no way.
So this happened in Park City, Utah court in a lawsuit that alleges that she crashed into a man while skiing, like on purpose.
So there's, in Park City, which, by the way, I was just there, it's so cool. You need to have a ton of money. So it's really interesting because the bars and restaurants are pretty reasonably priced, but you also walk into like a fur coat store where you could empty your savings account on absolutely anything. There's very cool cowboy hat stores. It's a very cool area, but there's two major ski resorts. Park City itself. There used to be three, but they combined. Park City itself, which is like completely overwhelming, and then Deer Valley. Deer Valley is like the VOOV of Utah ski resorts.
Okay, yeah, because I didn't go to that one.
It's a beautiful resort. Very well maintained, but like anybody, that's where people have money, that's where they go.
Okay.
So it did not shock me that this is where Gwyneth Paltrow was. But it's also not a very difficult mountain. So first of all, she must not be a very good skier. She's running into people.
Of course, that's where you would go.
Well, yeah.
I'm a non-skier, so this does not matter. It's not relatable to me other than the fact that she is,
The lawsuit alleged in 2019, he's a retired optometrist. He said that he suffered injuries, including permanent traumatic brain injury, 4 broken ribs, pain, suffering, loss of enjoyment of life, emotional distress, disfigurement, according to court documents by people.
Do you think it's because she was talking about like the newest one of her treatments where I forget what it was?
No. He's suing for $3.1 million.
No, I know.
And he's alleging that the ski instructor who was there, I'm sure it's like ski patrol or somebody, filed a false report. You're telling me that the guy that Mountain hired, that's a total ski bum,
right?
Looked and said, "Oh, it's Gwyneth Paltrow. I'm going to protect Gwyneth Paltrow from the optometrist normal person."
That never would have happened.
No.
So this guy's a crackpot, basically.
100%.
Yeah, it's a kook.
Yes.
I mean, yeah, she's going to get... I mean, she's just really weird and unrelatable at any rate. So this tracks as far as I'm concerned with the story for Gwyneth Paltrow.
I agree, but I also just feel bad.
Why?
Like,
why? She didn't
maybe-
feel bad for anybody.
I'm sure it was like an accidental collision because you guys both suck at skiing, but you spend all your probably 40 grand to go on this trip to Deer Valley.
Right.
And then he looked around and he was like, she probably stopped and was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean, can you believe we
But
collided? I'm
wouldn't
so
he have
sorry. And he was like,
presumably had money
Gwyneth
also?
Paltrow, I'm about to.
But
yeah,
what-
but
he probably had
has an
money at the
optometrist.
point, right?
especially if he's at Deer Valley. Yeah, but probably anybody could use another 3.1 million.
That's also true. Doesn't hurt.
Loss of enjoyment of life, emotional distress, and disfigurement.
I just lost emotional enjoyment of life also, but nothing bad happened to me. Like I just it's my life. I don't really enjoy it anymore. It's kind of boring.
Oh my God. Also in court news, Bad Bunny, we talked about him Monday.
Yeah.
His ex-girlfriend is suing him for more than $40 million over a voice recording she claims was used in his songs without her permission. This I believe.
I'm sure it.
She said she went into a bathroom and recorded Bad Bunny Baby, and then he put it in a song. Of course he did, thinking it's my girlfriend. She's going to love me forever. What do I care? And now she's like, sucks to suck.
Can you go back
40 million,
for that,
please?
though? I don't think you can.
Oh, yeah, she sent it to him. Does he own it?
Yeah, that's like you willingly gave it to me. There's got to be some sort of line here of what it is. I mean, honestly, he should have just given her some money to shut up and go away.
Yeah, I agree.
Here, sign this and go away. Take $1 million and go have fun. Go buy things.
Another settlement Post Malone reached.
Okay, and this one was for Circles.
Yes. I'm trying to read it because I don't remember.
Well, I don't understand why there was a jury trial in all of this. Oh, so somebody said that they co-wrote the song in a jam session all night with him, and he never gave him credit for it.
I believe
I
that.
would be pissed too.
I bet you Post Malone doesn't remember it. He was probably so high, he probably doesn't remember who's in the room with him.
Yeah, probably.
Again,
Once again,
also
just
a
give
thing
him
I
money.
would, yeah, so that
You
was
have
settled.
the money. That's why I don't understand. I know you can't just give everybody money that says that they have something, but this one if they do, just pay them off.
Things we believe. Bad Bunny's girlfriend, and we believe the person suing Ted Armes, whatever. Tyler Armes. Wow, never mind.
I'm like, wait a minute. We already talked about that.
Never mind.
Brain dead. So, Ed Sheeran. We got a lot of Ed Sheeran news to get
We
to.
had a lot of Ed Sheeran. Well, he did that big interview for Rolling Stone.
Okay.
I think a lot of things came out within it. I think a lot of very distressing and sad things. I think my takeaway
Tough conversations.
I think my takeaway is go read the interview because there's nothing I or we could summarize.
No, but we
you.
can hit on the topics of the fact that he talked about suicidal ideation, eating disorder, sudden death of one of his best friends, hard to give up booze. Just a really wide-ranging interview about pretty much everything that I think everyone goes through. So I think it's very relatable.
Yeah, the eating disorder shocked me. a little, but it doesn't.
No,
for somebody who has that experience, it does not shock me.
You're
But
on
it
camera
shocked
all
me
the
that
time.
but it shocked me that it was coming from a man who was open enough to put it on Rolling Stone. That's what shocked me.
I'm glad that he was very honest and open because you know what? Rolling Stone is they've been in the limelight under fire recently for their relevance.
Well,
and so I think that this is really important.
Yeah,
that they
people
did.
don't really pay attention to Rolling Stone anymore.
No, it's not the way it used to be.
It's kind of a fluff piece now, everything they do. It's not as much of a expose as they used to be. So I think this is a great opportunity for them to kind of get back to that.
Yeah. And then the name of his daughter, Jupiter, very cute.
It's very cute. This is a name I like.
What does this say? Wants to release album after he dies?
Yeah. He also came out and said that he wants to release an album after he's passed away.
So he's going to just have that like in the wings?
I guess.
I've got my death album here.
Yeah.
When I die, you can put it in.
Which kind of tracks along with those like the suicidal thoughts that he's been ruminating on for his whole life.
Yeah.
It's a little bit of that like preparation mentality.
That's really, really sad.
Morbid. It's super sad.
The posthumous
But it's also
album.
a little bit of a Michael Jackson wannabe-esque.
You think?
Yeah, I do.
I don't think anybody wants to be Michael Jackson.
No.
Not even Michael Jackson wanted to be Michael
True.
Jackson.
But you know what I mean? It's
I
a little
know,
bit of like,
yeah.
I'm going to keep chasing the fame, like maybe put more money in the bank for my family or my kids or whatever.
That's okay. And here we are in the same realm of sad, hard thoughts, sad
Yeah, there's not actually a lot of happy
conversations.
stories today.
No, I know, but I mean, poor Amanda Bynes. They just released her on her custodial hold from her family last
72 hours. Oh, I thought you were going to say her psychiatric.
So it's her conservatorship with her parents.
Yeah.
That was just released last year.
To the day to when she went into a taxi or an Uber naked and said, I had a psychotic episode.
Mm-hmm.
And she called 911 herself.
Yeah.
Which is crazy. You can come in and out of that awareness so quickly.
Yeah. Well, clearly she knew what was happening. And I mean, it's just like poor thing wandering around downtown LA naked. Like,
it's just a perfect example of how it's such a demon.
Whew, and I really do. My heart hurts for her. Even my sister was like, she sent me a text and she's like, poor Amanda Bynes.
I know.
It's just, you want the best. Is it the childhood acting? Is it like all of the things? Like you've got Lindsay Lohan who got her life together. She's going to be a mother. Like that's so wild.
And she's back
me.
in movies and doing her thing.
Yeah. So she's kind of, I feel like turned the corner here. But then you've got Amanda Bynes who's still like struggling as we're talking about childhood actresses.
Yeah.
And
or Selena Gomez. Selena Gomez is one that also kind of
and then Britney
comes
too.
In and out.
Like
Britney continues to struggle.
Yeah. Yeah.
Demi Lovato struggles.
Yeah, exactly. That just when you're rushing a child to grow up, I think it definitely puts these weird.
When you're exposed to things earlier than you should be.
Yeah.
And you don't quite have the development or like maturity.
Yeah, you're not emotionally prepared to deal with that.
Your brain is not remotely prepared for the things that you are exposed to in your life. And as I'm sure parents tried, right? Like you're aware of it, you try.
Yeah.
Justin Bieber struggled.
Yeah. He's still struggling.
Yeah, he's still struggling.
Well, he's got an annoying wife, so that's really his problems.
We're just so hating on her because we think she's a mean girl.
She is, though. She's a Nepo baby, right? Nepo baby.
Nepo baby. Yeah, she is a Nepo baby.
There was something about Nepo babies that I had recently looked at, and it was just, there's a whole, I think it's Korea or something like that is banning it, like in their country. Anybody that's ever worked for whatever, they're like, no Nepo babies.
Oh.
And politics
within,
and anything.
yes, I was going to say within government.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I was like, I kind of like that.
Kind of brilliant.
I know.
Although we just took out like 6 major American dynasties.
Yep.
If we do that.
Yep, exactly. What are people going to be doing with themselves? All right. So I like that you added that Americans are catching their best sleep in hotel rooms.
So I added this little tidbit because it felt like it hit a little bit close to home as somebody who spent, what was it? 7 nights, 8 days sharing a hotel room with my father and my older brother.
Yeah, well, I spent a month with both of my children in the same room, smelling my son's feet.
So do you agree with this?
Definitely understand.
73% of surveys
that said people get their best night's sleep in hotel rooms.
Room.
I just like getting into clean sheets.
Yes.
There's something about fresh sheets and just getting into a nice crisp bed and nice fluffy pillows. I feel so much better.
In relationships, I have started by insisting that the sheets get washed before I get in them. That's a guy's house.
Really?
Oh my God, yeah. I'm an absolute freak about it.
I think that's good though.
Because boys are gross and I don't trust you to have showered or when the last of these sheets were washed. So if I'm coming over and I'm going to take a nap, you can bet your bottom dollar I'm like, this is going to get stripped, this is going to get washed, and you are going to shower before you get in it.
There you go. And just some things in case you're, thinking about dating Tori. That's one of her things. I don't suggest it. All right, so it is Weird News Wednesday.
That wasn't it. That was not the weird news.
No, that was not the weird news. It gets better.
It gets better.
So, Town has apologized. Now, this story comes out of Saskatchewan.
Oh, yeah, I don't know this.
No,
okay,
I know.
I love this.
So this story comes out of Saskatchewan, which is in Canada, and Regina. Town apologizes for sexualizing their tourism ads since we're here staying in hotels.
Town apologizes for sexualizing their tourism ads.
Yeah, they're running with the hashtag of "Show us your Regina."
You know what it reminds me of? Schitt's Creek, the billboard at Schitt's Creek where they don't quite realize the connotation of the billboard. Oh
yes.
My God.
Yes. So that's what it is. Regina, Saskatchewan, tourism officials in Canadian City have apologized for a gross new ad campaign that has been slamming misogynist and steeped in masculine toxicity.
Or it's just weird. Like we're reaching.
It's just awkward is what it is. I mean, I'm not on like the throw them, pitchforks and I'm coming for you.
I think of all the things we can talk about toxic masculinity, this is so low on the priority list.
Yeah.
It's not exactly relevant
completely
to society, but it is fucking funny.
Yeah, I think so too. The residents were revolted by the inclusion of two sleazy slogans.
Can you imagine if this was like
show us your vagina,
Centerville? Do you know what I mean? Like, imagine the retirement population of Yarmouth.
And then the second slogan, though, it said, the city that rhymes with fun.
But you got to give them credit for the creativity.
Sure.
It would make a splash. My question is, how many people approved these?
That's
before
it.
It went to the town.
They ran with it. They ran with it.
Really?
It appeared in the tourism organization's website on hoodies. So this went to press.
On hoodies?
Yes. Hoodies before they were quickly pulled down in the backlash. Can we order the Regina hoodie, please?
If somebody knows where we can get them, if somebody's from the town.
These have to be a collector's item, and that you and I
100%.
are such fans of hoodies. Like, we definitely need to get it done.
Yes. Show me your Regina. I can't. Wow, that is so good.
I know. And others lashed out at the tourism honcho, including one that snarled, do better. This is pathetic and disgusting.
Yeah, the internet trolls are great.
Mm-hmm.
I just can't stop thinking about how many people had to approve this for it to get on a hoodie.
That sounds great. Let's do it. And I'm looking at all of it too, and there's all like women skiing and like doing normal stuff, and then some of the photos that were hashtagged.
Where is this?
You can go on Twitter right now and hashtag.
No, I mean like where's
Saskatchewan?
Where's
in the middle of Canada?
Oh, suddenly things make so much more sense.
Well, yeah, I mean it's Canada.
Did you say skiing? They have skiing?
Yeah, they have skiing. Yes.
No, I definitely need a hoodie.
And of course, a man would be in charge of this joke campaign. A second critic stated, offensiveness aside, it's super cringe and dated humor. You can be clever without resorting to a trashy slogan.
Let me say,
disagree.
It's
I think
not
that's great.
dated humor. It is very current. People are going to laugh about this, or people are going to laugh about anything sexual for their like decades and decades to come. This is never something we're going to evolve out of in terms of a branch of humor.
Yeah.
That being said, yes, definitely cringe.
Yeah, yeah. Meanwhile, local councilwoman Cheryl Stadnichuk said that she was incredibly disappointed and appalled. Like, you have to give a statement now about all the idiots.
How did you all determine what slogans were going to be for your town? And councilwomen are just finding out now after it's already been printed.
I don't know. I feel like we needed to do a trip to Saskatchewan and ask about everyone to show us their Regina.
No. Absolutely not.
Stirring the pot.
Meanwhile, on Cape Cod, you can't paint your door differently unless the entire town signs off on it.
That's it. What is it called? The Hysterical Society, the Historical Society.
Yes.
And every town is something that they've got to say about your property.
If you're on certain roads
or
or within a mileage of certain roads, you can't do a damn thing.
Yeah, that's why we don't understand this, because the level of bureaucracy and where we live, this would never have gotten past the door.
No. They would have had a town meeting with 8,000 people show up.
They would have kindly asked that person never to attend a town meeting again. You're not allowed.
But also, don't freak out. You're going to run into all of your exes at the bar.
Absolutely.
You can't paint your door. You're stuck in the same town with your exes, but you can guarantee we won't have any cringe slogans. Actually, I cannot guarantee that.
Can I go online? I want to see hashtag show us your Regina and see how many people
I feel like that is brave.
I'm just curious. Show prep only. Just to see what's going on here. Ugh, it's all March Madness.
That's basketball, right?
Yes. Yeah, we're definitely ordering these. This is great. This is what I'm going to be looking up all day. Get Perky with us Monday, Wednesday, and Friday.
Oh my God, I'm already so deep into this. And find us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram in the First Shot Morning Show. Ooh, we'll post a link on how you too can buy a Regina.
Yeah, right.
No, buy our hoodies. Wait a minute.
Hashtag TFS for the win.
Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, all the things. Tori Talks a Lot Radio, Stephanie in the morning.
We'll talk to you.
See you in a couple days.
The First Shot Morning Show is produced by Lemonadio. When life gives you lemons, make radio. We encourage everyone to listen happier.com.